Yummy cookies. Many months ago, before the Pulse Chain launch, I had this Pulse Chain launch strategy, and I went through different scenarios. And I've watched through it, and I've noticed, wow, it's actually playing out. The part of the prediction I expected to play out has been going to plan. We expected the origin address to come and play a role, but they don't need to because the yield farms are sick enough. Have a listen, man. Okay, so you've learned something now. The weakest hands, they are going to sell HEX. We already know that, okay? The weakest hands are going to sell HEX. Now, even I have a double capitulation prophecy. Look at this. Doesn't this look like a, no, we sold after the testnet, no, double capitulation? Have a look at this, okay? Maybe I'm actually your friend. Capitulation. People who sell something too much. Let's listen to that again. You wait for over capitulation. People who sell something too much. I think, this is just speculation, in this cute scenario, HEX goes down, it goes down somewhere. Don't look at the price of these arrows, right? It's more of the like theme, okay? You know, people don't win on a snapshot, people get screwed trying to game it. I think. Isn't that amazing? I have a double capitulation scenario drawn here, okay? So I expected the testnet selling and then selling again because people are like, it's not going to plan. You know, even in this video, I have a section here, how to cull the weak hands. Telling you, this is exactly what I would do if I had a beak and some feathers, man, and I swam in a pond. Look at this. I will do. I don't know if that's going to happen, okay? So be prepared for that. That's what I'm saying. Be prepared. We might see that. You never know, right? We never know. It's, you know, I mean, like, this is what I would do personally. Just so you know, I would, like, sell it down, get the weak hands out. Let's say it actually went down like 50%. You get the weak hands out, and then maybe... Before I continue, hello! Keep going. Maybe a few weeks or a month after launch, when it settles, I would then bond the liquidity of HEX and PHEX. Hello, darling. I said a few weeks after launch, I would bond the liquidity. You know what's great? The community is so strong. Have a look at this farm. HEX from Ethereum and PHEX, right? There's $64 million of liquidity. The origin address didn't need to do anything. The community wants this to survive. So this is our qualitative edge. This is me telling you, hey, if HEX was really going to die, why are people here to suck it up? This is how you... The biggest home runs you'll make in life, in markets, they don't come from a little indicator on a chart. They come from what I'm showing you right now. What I'm showing you is, there is information that goes counter to the narrative that you might be seeing on social media where people's feelings are that HEX on Ethereum is a little poopy and it's going down the gurgler. So this does not explain the same scenario. It's something different. What I liked about my video is we got this right. Obviously, HEX absolutely pooped. But even in my video here when we were hopeful, I said, look, I even mentioned here, okay, I even mentioned here at the very end, I mentioned, all right, look at this farming. I mentioned when the farming happens, you can see I'm drawing this diagram here. I'm mentioning that the bonding of the liquidity and the good prices and everything, you're still going to have to wait. It's not going to happen at the start. I understand that we're going through a bit of pain and your ovaries hurt and then your nuts hurt and everything just hurts. Yes, well, get ready. That's life. But we haven't even been out for a month yet. You know, I mean, hey, I'm just going to go from my words before Pulse Chain was even on the launch or on the agenda. I said most likely it's going to take a couple of weeks up to a month to weed out the weak hands, get them out. This is exactly what I would do. You see this? Friends, this is okay. First and foremost, I want our bags to go like this. Okay, I want to go up too. You think I'm an idiot? Of course, I want to go up, but I'm not the controller. You have to put yourself in the position of being a duck with a suitcase full of money. If you're a duck with a suitcase full of money, you want to reward other ducks. You don't want to reward beavers. If you're a beaver who's selling, you shouldn't be granted good prices to get out. So if you're a duck, you're not going to pump it up like this to let the beavers get out. The beavers are selling down here. They're paying bid slippage. They're not believing. They're getting out. You wear them out with time. If there's one thing I know about ducks, it's this. Before they make any decision, they'll say, give it a week, and then another week, and then a month. When people get bored, they do crazy things. You just ever seen interviews, the craziest interviews, the most powerful interviews are done between famous people when the famous person is just let in silence, just sit there, and then they'll say something ridiculous after like 8 seconds. They'll say something in silence. Well, people go crazy when there's silence. When there's radio silent, this is what I'm saying, okay? Because this is why you listen to me. Like, subscribe, bell button, or yes, I got a little peanut rolling around in my brain. There's nothing else there, but I'm just telling you, this is what I can feel. I can feel it in my loins, in my pointy elbows, and my pointy knees that this is the radio silence you want to see. There's nothing going on here. That's what you want. This is what you want. This is not what you want and I want. This is what a benevolent dictator, the big whales, the people who don't want to buy for the weak hands, all right? The people out there who want to enter, most likely, they don't want to give it to weak hands. They don't. You don't want to give a handout to people who are ready to leave. You want to give the handout to the believers. But it's a free market. You can't, it's open. You can't tell one person to participate and the other person not to. Everybody's holding the coin. So what do? Wait. It's the power of time. With time, you remove short-term traders. With time, you remove the testnet version 3 hopers, the copers, the people who wanted the HEX and the PHEX, the people who were just around because Bitcoin was near 30,000. You get rid of all of those people, and then maybe you get, woohoo! This is what we're expecting. Now, you don't know exactly when or how. It doesn't matter. That's why this short-term game, it's a trap, friends. It's a trap every single time. It's like up or down, up or down, up or down. I don't know. Okay, that's why I don't even like this time frame. Your time frame should be these monthly candles, and it should be log as well. Okay, monthly log candles. That's what it should be like. You see this difference? This is different. Okay, this is, instead of trying to figure out, is this candle going to start red and then go green, or go green and then start red and then finish red? Like, who cares, man? Our goal is ultimately to be, see this 2025. I want us to be somewhere here. Okay, I want us to be here. Obviously, I want us to go, woohoo, $100. Who knows? Okay, whatever. I just want us to be in the rectangle. I know time looks like, look, because you're like, we're going away from the rectangle. I understand that. But, back here, we were also going away from the rectangle too. That was happening too, all right? So it doesn't matter how you paint it. You can always make it look good or bad, right? So we're looking back at this pulse chain strategy video. This was before anything happened. We're looking at the speculation. But, hey, I like looking back at it because we can see what was rational back then before we had our tokens and the split and the coins and OKX listing. Now we can actually see, okay, this is what makes sense. The way I see it, it's still May, all right? It's still May. Let's say you had, I don't know, 15 million you wanted to buy HEX with. You're not gonna, this is the month of the launch. There's a lot of weak hands still floating around. Now they're gone. Most of them are gone. You can tell they're starting to fade out. They're selling down the price and stuff, but they're not all gone, Like, if you really want to maximize the power of your dollar, I hate to say it, but I'd wait till June. You tick over the next month, because the short-term minded people, I know this sounds crazy, but I hang around them, man. I can see it. I can smell it. Short-term minded people are so short-term. It'll be the tick over of a week, the tick over of a month. They're like, it's not May anymore. It's June. Okay, new coin, new theme, new news. They're so impulsive. They've got to change everything all the time. They have literally no stability. That's the average mindset out there. That's why crypto is actually so easy, but also gets so tough because these are the noobs. They got to hold with us, and they're the ones who are like, 90% down. It's still expensive to me because I want my money now, and they'll sell it down. Okay, that's the hard part. But the good part is there's no price too cheap on the way up. You know what I mean? It's like HEX is 99 cents. Well, that's still less than $20. That's how they're going to think. That's how it goes, okay, friends? So I'm still waiting. Can't do anything. While you're at it, there are yield farms, man. Someone who made this whole system is basically telling you, he's daring you, he's putting a water pistol to your head saying, there's something called Hart's Law. There's something called yield farming. I've made all these yield farms for you, And I've been told time and time again, they're like, hey, how come you change your mind on yield farming? And I said, Habib, look at these yields. I know you're looking at these 800%. Screw them. 47%. Do you know what HEX staking is? Short term's 9%. And I've got to reference that because no one really cares about the 20, 30% because everyone's like, oh, I'm going to lock it up for 3-4 years, do I? Well, 99% of people don't care. So I have to always reference a short-term rate. Yes, this is 47% for the most blue chip on Pulse Chain. Look at these. These have collapsed 300%, 300, 500%. These are still juicy at 40%, okay? So that's why this opportunity is here. Take it before it goes away. You're my baby doll baby cake. You know what will never go away? Our friendship. Tell mum and dad that we are still friends and that HEX is going to make it.